Hey everybody, it's John Osborne. Let's take a look and see what the FX markets have in store for us today. We'll start out with looking at the Aussie yen. You can see we've been watching Aussie yen trying to break above this 87.526 resistance. It broke through it a little bit last month, and then today we just kind of moved right out of this consolidation channel to support at 86.599 and made a pretty big drop. We dropped right down through this daily trend line along the bottom here. And we're starting to see some more conviction as it heads lower. So watch to see what it does when it comes down to this support at 85.843. In the Aussie US dollar, we can see we've also got another consolidation channel we can look at here. Not exactly the strongest consolidation channel, so it doesn't mean that it will hold it up that much. We've broken through this consolidation just by a hair, so we could see a little bit of a drop here. Again, this is trying to break through this weekly trend line that we see here and breaking through this previous daily pivots, which it did, but it hasn't followed through. A couple of moves that we saw happening. First of all, one that's broken but not moving through yet, and that's the Loonie Swissy that broke this support that we were talking about, moved down a little bit. We've been watching it after it broke through this pennant, moved down to the first support and to the second support, and it broke through that second support there. But it's pulled back and is retesting that broken support right now. If we can get this to follow through with the momentum that we can see here, then we could see a nice run down and to get us down to around this 0.71798 or so. So let's keep an eye on that. Now, the Loonie yen, on the other hand, made a move and it followed through. So we were watching this one yesterday as well. We broke through the 84.152 with conviction after we moved up a little bit and just reversed right back down again. Broke through this support that we've been watching now for quite a long time. This was mid-December when this pennant began to form here, or this recent peak here, and we're still looking pretty good for this to drop further. Nothing's in our way as we drop. Let's take a look and see a little bit further out here. We might see a little bit of support at this point here, but other than that, I mean, we've got a pretty nice clean drop. So watch for 82.708 if we can continue this move further down. In the euro pound, we're sitting right on this support line here. It's not, again, not that many touches to it, but enough, and we broke through it a little bit here. So let's see if we can maybe pull back a little bit and then resume our movement back down again. We're sitting on this weekly trend line here. You can see that same line here. We've just been sitting up there and not going any higher towards that 88.509. So if we can't get higher, we're probably going to head lower. So we'll keep an eye on that one. In the euro US dollar, you can see we've been moving up, and the key thing here is we're breaking through the weekly resistance line there. So keep an eye on that as we move higher. Let's also take a look and see where we are relative to this pivot. You can see we are right just about there, and that's at 1.08283. So if we can break through that, watch us to head for 1.08724. The pound US dollar, we're coming up to this resistance line that we've drawn in here, but we're following through on the daily break of that pennant, and you can see we're still in the weekly pennant, and we could be moving up towards the high of that weekly pennant, which is around 1.26176 or so. With the dollar Swissy, we broke through this support and we're heading lower. We want to keep an eye on this other support here at 0.98604, which is our next target. Like the other markets that we saw earlier, the CAD yen and the CAD Swissy, it's breaking through and moving lower. So let's see what happens. We have good momentum in our favor to head lower, but we are getting a little bit of a pullback in the last little bit here. And finally, in the US dollar yen, we're sitting right on this support of 111.67, but that's pretty much this point right here, and we need to get below this 111.348. So let's keep an eye on whether or not we can penetrate through this 111.670, which we're sitting on right now, or went down and touched, and we'll see if we can break through 111.348 for a possible short. And that'll do it for today. You can follow me as TraderJohnO on StockTwits and also Twitter. And have a great rest of your day.